I'm only counting. Your heart, I take the whole cake and I won't leave a portion. This orphan, I flip my misfortune and grow me a fortune. My rollie is my beside me like Tommy and Martin. We ball in your court and the with your like we Tony. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up. Count, can't take it when you die, but you can't live without it. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it when you die.
We say A from Toronto for this one from north of the border. I'm Ed Cohen with... The 76ers begin the game with the basketball. Simmons to Embiid. Stuffs it down with authority.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Now a steal by Philly.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
Add 2 points to the board.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Leonard off the mark. And he draws contact. 2 shots coming up for the Spaniard, the All-Star, Marc Gasol.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Marc Gasol has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 77% at the line. Off the mark on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Butler, now a steal as the Raptors have it. To Danny Green. Pascal Siakam. Kawhi Leonard missed his first. That one goes.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
Simmons into the front court. Leads just a point.
Always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Nope. First one does not go. Missed the second. 0 for 2. Lowry into the front court. They trail by 1. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Oh, had him going there for a second. To Leonard. Deep right corner. 5 to shoot for Toronto. Kawhi Leonard off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Leonard. Now pass stolen by the Sixers. To Simmons. Oh, emphatic slam.
And that transition offense was flawless. When guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency, you heard me correctly, a sense of urgency, you will get a great shot every possession.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. To Embiid. from the painted area won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Leads one. And Jimmy Butler all in stride. Catch and shoot three is good.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Lynn to Danny Green. Short jumper off the mark. McConnell to Butler. Jimmy Butler, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Lowry goes to the right side. Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. He misses. To Butler. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a
Who getting the ass beat, L.O.E.
Jimmy Butler at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. The free throw good as he completes the three-point play, and the lead is up to 9. Kawhi Leonard, tough matchup against Butler. Joel Embiid with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Butler. Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it. And finishes strong.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
And the defender over-pursues, and he's called for it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Jimmy Butler, couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. First try, no good. Good bounce back, hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Toronto to Ibaka. Nothing going here on that drive. To Ibaka. Joel Embiid, huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
And counted at the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Driving right to the basket.
Hey, switch, I got him.
That'll get out off the Raptors. That pass taken away by Toronto. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. First quarter is complete. It's the Sixers out in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Fires the three. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Redick with a shot, no good. Almost. And he's not getting the call.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything. That's why shots aren't dropping.
Ibaka to Danny Green. Lowry cleared out by Embiid. To Butler, taken by the Raptors. Gasol. Joel Embiid rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Redick. That's playing with fire. J.J. Redick, wide open. Good luck.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Redick to McConnell. Deep two there, won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Butler. Rebound comes to Lowry. Now a steal by Philly.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Jimmy Butler, he's now 5 for 6. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
To Simmons. It goes down.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Kawhi Leonard matched up with Jimmy Butler. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he knocks it down, Jay.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Shot from the lane won't go. To Ibaka. Curling inside. Over to the right side. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. Short. To Butler. Whoa! What a finish. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him. Reach, I teach.
Unreal. To Leonard. Pascal Siakam. Won't go down. Nice pass to set things up. Beyond the arc for three. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Serge Ibaka sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Count the bucket for two.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Sixers have the basketball. Marc Gasol swats it. Embiid, he's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field. Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Leonard to Lowry. Leonard buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Simmons with it. The lead is 11.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. He wants it at the rim and scores.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Deep three at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. That's the end of the period, and the 76ers have to be feeling good.
The 76ers absolutely dominated the competition in the first half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Raptors did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Assists.
The Toronto Raptors struggle to play the angles and allow too many passing lanes to exist. However, some credit has to go to their opponents for the way they move the ball. They've been taking advantage of this situation.
Player of the half.
Joel Embiid is up in the air swatting shots. When he's not doing that, he's down on the floor making steals. Who wouldn't be impressed by a first half like that?
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. 4-3. That's rebounded by Embiid. To Redick. The Raptors able to clear the board. Gets it in the left corner. Leonard gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Pascal Siakam to Gasol. Gets it at the top of the key. Leonard. Embiid with the board. Harris to Butler. Danny Green snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Can't slam it down. In the front court comes Simmons. His guys lead here early stages third quarter. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it. Pascal Siakam, strong finish.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
To Simmons, and stuffs it home.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Stuffs it down with authority.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
No good. And scores.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
To Leonard. Pascal Siakam to Lowry. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And too much contact.
A simple touch foul.
Lobs it up. Now a steal as the Raptors have it. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your...
Kyle Lowry with the rock. To Gasol. Takes stock of the floor. Leonard. Great hustle. That's what you like to see. That'll be out of bounds. Simmons the last to touch. So possession remains with Toronto. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Pass to the rim. Pascal Siakam. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Kawhi Leonard matched up with Jimmy Butler.
Here we go.
Pascal Siakam to Jeremy Lin from long range. And Jeremy Lin, muscle memory, puts it to good use there.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Out of bounds off Ben Simmons. Count the basket inside.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Flushes it home.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Butler to bring it up. The lead is 12. Count the basket at the rim.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Leonard, no good. That's great defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Oh, they called the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Leonard to Ibaka. Big finish. Full head of steam that time.
Clean up in aisle 4. Repeat, clean up in aisle 4. If there's anyone from the weak side that wants to participate in this game defensively, please raise your hand.
Lynn. And it's Monroe with the rebound. Long key from three-quarters court, three-quarters down, and a great start for the 76ers. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. To Simmons. Marc Gasol tips it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Long Island zone. Danny Green with the three.
Oh, okay. I don't see any more phantom screens like I did in the first half. I actually see people being hit, which opens up three-point shooters to operate off those screens. It's all coming together.
Taken by the Sixers.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
To Embiid. With a drop step. Joel Embiid. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Simmons with it. His guy's up by 15. Redick. Tough shot. Well defended. Ibaka to Gasol. Now pass stolen by the Sixers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game,
Big finish at the rim. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on a defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative, because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. Changes coming from both sides right now. Leonard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Good look that time, but off the mark. Simmons into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. That's not his range. It's no good. Leonard. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Toronto with the basketball. Leonard to Lowry. Deep left corner. Going to launch beyond the arc.
Lol. Who playing? You bum-ass Nikaz. JR and Will. JR got 7 Sixers. Why all some bums LOL. He is a bum.
Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have twos when you can shoot threes, even on fast breaks? Guys spread out towards the three-point line instead of laying the ball easy at the rim.
Simmons to Butler. Lets it fly from long range. It's rebounded by Gasol. Leonard. Sixers with the rebound. Embiid to Butler. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. For three.
I am playing MK11. I will be over there tomorrow to beat y'all ass LOL.
Surveys the floor. Redick. That pass taken away by Toronto.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Redick to Simmons. Butler. The rebound comes down to Toronto. Pascal Siakam to Gasol. Lowry. He missed his first four from downtown. He finally gets a three to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
To Tobias Harris. Has a chance. And a putback slam.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Short jumper misses. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
A drive baseline, but the shot won't go.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Sixers control it. To Embiid. Marc Gasol sends it away. That's his third block this evening. Here's a chance from long range.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Now a steal by Philly. Slams it down. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers put one in the win column with a solid performance. Sometimes a team can hurt itself by being too aggressive on defense, and sometimes a team can guarantee itself a win by using defensive aggression in a focused way, like we saw here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Raptors couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Second chance points.
The Philadelphia 76ers did a fantastic job of closing out on the offensive boards. Even better, they were able to convert those opportunities into second chance points. These guys did an incredible job of being assertive once the ball was in the air.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid put up the kind of points that made him. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.
Maxo, bust down, Maxo, bust down, seal up, break it down, weigh it up, bust it down, open up, seal up, then up, this a buzz down, got it in the old name, the buzz, we don't even here, we just buzz down, got my on the roof, don't make them buzz down, it's a buzz down, run through the grass like a touchdown, play with it, no buzz down. Try to take my chain, I'ma bust down, seal up, bust down, break it down, bust down, 30, 50, 100, I'm down, stay 10 toes, I'm down, 10 toes, Jenny Craig with them, diamond dance like Chris Brown, lick 'em out, water don't drown, neck whip like baptized, church, MJ with the 4-5, fade away, no buns, hey what, number like a mummy, fake to a dummy, got a lot of young dummies, go roll rap with the tummy, by the apartment, I moved in abundance. Buzz on the I split the like circumference. Then up, it's a buzz down. Got it in the old name, the buzz. We don't even here. buzz down. Got my on the roof, gon' make them buzz down. Play with it, no buzz down. Try to take my chain, I'ma buzz down. Buzz down, see it, look, buzz down. Break it down, buzz down, buzz down. 30, 50, 100, I'm down. I keep high up.
Good evening from Houston, Texas. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, this city home to the 8th wonder of the world, the Astrodome. We'll see on the floor who stands out tonight.
I don't know about that, Ed. I may have to disagree with you on that. The 8th wonder of the world is the Red Rowdies. Let's get loud. Let's represent. Houston Rockets, what time is it?
They are certainly impressive. Let's do this in Houston. Jay, Rockets, a proven commodity. We know what they're capable of. Lakers, this is a young group defending. What principles do they have to adhere to?
You have to stay in the game mentally and be sharp. In particular, when it comes to your defensive rotations. Houston will put you in so many pick and rolls at the top of the key, whether that's James Harden or the likes of CP3, and it will force you to rotate. So you have to have disciplined closeouts. And if your guy beats you off the dribble, you have to recognize you cannot help and overextend. You have to stay home. You have to hedge, get back to your man, because you don't want them to end up with a penetration and a knockdown three off a kick out.
Sounds like the speed of the game is the biggest adjustment for a guy coming out of college. Lakers have a lot of those guys right now. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Shot from the lane won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Harden in possession. Down 2. And they call it.
A simple touch foul.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Reggie Bullock snatching it out of the air. Rondo with the basketball. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Capella turns and slams it down.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
LeBron James, defended by Eric Gordon. JaVale McGee to James. And the finish, slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
JaVale McGee, huge block.
Just incredible timing on that shot.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. James Harden, 2 of 4 now. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He's a scorer and an elite passer.
Kuzma here against P.J. Tucker. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. James, textbook defense. Gordon with it. They trail by 2. Kyle Kuzma able to recover with the block. LeBron with it up top. Looking to make something happen. No good. To James. LeBron James. He's now 4 for 6.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay. LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Now Paul with the basketball. 12-6 our score.
Who in the house?
To Harden. Oh, he had him there for a second. James Harden. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
It just seems like one of three things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a three. Pick your poison.
Defense making the ball carrier work. Kuzma. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. To Paul. Here's a chance from long range. And Chris Paul, quick catch and shoot there. 4-3.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
It's Rockets ball.
I got him. Here we go.
Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Nothing going here on that drive. And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
And hits the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. To Caldwell Pope. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Caldwell Pope to James. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. LeBron James rejects it. James Harden. With that shot, he's 5 for 8. "15-footer at the buzzer, and it's no good as time runs out on the first quarter of play. A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second. Harden has it up the floor. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Knocks down the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Count the bucket for 2.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
James. Harden in possession. Lead is 2. Nothing going here on that drive. JaVale McGee pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And the rebound taken down by Houston. Tucker to Harden. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't...
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Ooh, Chris Paul. 3 for 6 now.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Oh, LeBron James, not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested 3. Here's Paul, controlling the offense. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high, but still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Paul had made his first couple, but he misses there. The follow won't go either. Capella to Harden. JaVale McGee with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
James off the mark. Well contested.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
From the painted area, won't go down. A pass taken away by the Rockets.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
Harden. 4-3. He was all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Good contest. Made it tough for Kuzma. Paul with it up top. He'll run the offense. Fires the three, and CP3 knocks it down from three.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Paul into the front court. Up by 3. P.J. Tucker lays it in.
Probably option 3 right as he bucket.
Los Angeles has the basketball. LeBron takes on Eric Gordon. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take
got
some
the
lumps here and
Rockets.
there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. And he misses that one free throw. To Capella. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. Harden to P.J. Tucker. JaVale McGee sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Flushes it home.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Paul to Harden. Oh, had him going there for a second. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
LeBron James, defended by Eric Gordon. Has a look. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Harden into the front court. The margin is 3 as we approach halftime. Across the timeline comes James. His guys can hold for the final shot. To Kyle Kuzma. The jumper's off the mark. Good look that time, but off the mark. So the difference, 3 points as we reach the break. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose.
Fellas, back to you.
Paul to Capella. And throws it down. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
James. It's no good. Shots not going down. The pass taken away by the Lakers. To James. Can't connect from inside. Harden with it up top. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. free throws coming up.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
James Harden has got 2 shots coming. A career 85% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip. Los Angeles, they have it. James takes on Eric Gordon. Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. Paul across the timeline. His team up by 7. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Paul's free throw, good. A 3-point play as the Rockets add to their lead. LeBron into the front court. His guys trail by 10. To Kyle Kuzma. Tucker. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. To Paul. Going to launch beyond the arc. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
LeBron against Gordon. Clint Capella with a piece. That'll get out. Last touch by Capella. Count the basket at the rim.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
It's James. And it's Capella with the rebound. Great look and vision. And he finishes at the rim.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
It's in the hands of James Harden. Probing the defense. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Harden. Not that time. James into the front court. Trailing by 14. From the outside, no good. To P.J. Tucker. Finish that. Can't miss those. Kuzma. To James. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. Harden buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. Great feed, sets it up. Paul, that's off the side of the rim, short. To Kyle Kuzma. James, great dish to set it up. James, and the Rockets have the rebound. Tucker. JaVale McGee. Trying to cash in. Deep two there, won't go. Tucker to Capella. Slams it down. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. To Caldwell Pope. Out of bounds the call off P.J. Tucker. Caldwell Pope to Kyle Kuzma. Shot from the lane won't go. Kuzma to Stevenson. Has a chance. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Now that's a contest. Knocked loose. Rockets had the steal. And scores. Strong take. Fires the three. It's good. That's the shot they wanted him to take. The quarter comes to an end. It's been all Rockets. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter. This was a one-possession game at the break, but things went south from there.
But guess what, Ed? It's always a one-possession game. That's how you need to approach each possession in basketball. You can't score and then get back in the game 30 possessions later. You have to do it one possession at a time.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Caldwell Pope. No good. Goes reverse to lay it in.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Driving is Harden, but he can't get it to go down. From long range, and James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Kicks it around the perimeter. And too much contact.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
There's the toss. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Houston with the basketball. Fareed. Lakers come up with it. Throws it down. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Lets it fly from long range. Defense was ready. Tough shot for Austin Rivers. To Caldwell Pope. Second effort. Swings it. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. To Kyle Kuzma. Tough shot.
Hey, look, pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while too, I guess.
Paul to Harden. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
James Harden, a couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. Rondo against Gordon. To James. Clint Capella swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Kuzma. James. And the rebound pulled in by Capella. Paul into the front court. The lead is 15. Cleaning the offensive glass to Harden. Oh, a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Paul. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
He gets it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
James clears the rebound. Here's Rondo with it. His guys down big. Beyond the arc for 3. To Fareed.
Okay.
Paul. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Rondo into the front court. Down a bundle. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Eric Gordon. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. James. Clint Capella tips it. That's his 3rd block this evening. James, he's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat 5.
Cleans it up. Works it up top. Clint Capella sends it away. 4th this contest.
Just incredible timing on that swing.
That's what the King does. James, the quick catch and shoot there for 3.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have 2s when you can shoot 3s? Even on fast breaks, guys
And
spread out
Rose
towards the
getting his
3-point
ass
line
whipped with
instead of
the
laying the ball
Lakers.
easy at the rim.
Wide open look won't go. Now Paul with the basketball. The advantage is 13 points. For 3, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. To Caldwell Pope. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
I got ball.
Harden to Paul. Oh, whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Rajon Rondo snatching it out of the air. James. Rebound taken in by Fareed. And Jay, they called the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
First free throw is good. So he hits the first, misses the second. Straight on 3. At the buzzer, it's the Rockets who are victorious.
As usual,
as they
LOL.
win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen.
The Rockets put together a nice win here today. And more often, on behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.
beg man, shut up. Let me see you, darling. My life.